Hey there, folks! Buckle up because you just stumbled upon the fabulous extravaganza of high-end hues. Have you ever wondered what it's like to be the leader of a free world? Well, today is your lucky day because we're about to take a wacky roller coaster ride through the life of none other than the head of the good USA, the president. Get ready for a side-splitting peek into their jam-packed schedule. From jaw-droppingly important meetings, believe it or not, and some good old-fashioned quality time with a fam bam. It's gonna be a wilder ride than a rodeo on a rocket. So without further ado, let's get started. The morning routine. Rise and shine. It all begins with an early start for the president, often before sunrise. Rising between 5:30 and 6:30 a.m., the president engages in a morning routine designed to set a productive tone for the day. The presidential day starts off with a hearty breakfast served by a team led by long-term executive chef Christetta Comerford. And the president usually wants a protein shake. Well, who else wouldn't want a shake that's good for you? Especially with a jam-packed schedule coming up. Well, it's off to the presidential gym. What? Even presidents need their me time, where they pump up iron and break a sweat. Not just from the weightlifting from watching news, but also from those tricky diplomatic conversations they have with the gym equipment. And sometimes the president does meditation too. Health and fitness are paramount for a president's ability to handle demanding challenges of the office. Physical activity is a crucial part of their schedule as it not only promotes physical well-being but also maintains mental clarity and focus. Quick shower, quick change, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Time for the commute downstairs. The briefing sessions. Think your morning meetings are so intense? Imagine sipping coffee while the fate of the nation dangles in your hands. After the president's morning routine, it's time for the morning brain boost. Just after 9 a.m., he heads to the Oval Office to start the day with phone calls, meetings, and a daily security brief with Vice President Kamala Harris. The president is getting up-to-date information for effective decision-making. The president dives into a series of intelligence briefings, catching up on the latest domestic and international developments. These briefings are provided by advisors, intelligence agencies, experts, and department heads, covering topics ranging from national security to economic indicators. These sessions are instrumental in helping the president stay informed and make well-informed decisions throughout the day. It covers everything up to the latest memes because staying relevant is the key. It's like a high-stakes game show where instead of prizes, they win international relations nightmares. And it all comes out with sweet treats in the Oval Office for an occasional snack, for the president has a notoriously sweet tooth. And I guess that's something he and I can relate with. The policy and decision making. Following the briefing sessions, the president typically engages in meetings focused on policy discussions and decision making. After all that cannonballing and decision-making shindigs, let's picture the president surrounded by a bunch of serious-looking folks like cabinet members, brainy advisors, and those legislative big shots. They huddle up to chat about all things policy and any pesky matters that needs an instant attention before they explode like overcooked popcorn. Now let's talk about the president's superhero ability to ponder, analyze, and make choices more difficult than deciding between pizza or tacos. It's like a cornerstone of their job, a cornerstone made of spreadsheets, pie charts, and a hint of magic 8-ball wisdom. Armed with data, expert opinions, and the occasional coin flip, they craft policies that are so down to earth. It's like creating a recipe for success with just a pinch of reality and a dash of, let's not mess this thing up. His wise approach is particularly evident in his responses to the public health crisis such as the COVID-19 pandemic. The president's dance card is filled with diplomatic dance-offs. Did someone say diplomatic dance-offs? Yes, you heard that right. On the international stage, President Biden has worked to rebuild relationships with key allies and reaffirm the United States' commitment to diplomacy. His approach to foreign policy is characterized by a focus on cooperation, multilateralism, and addressing global challenges such as climate change and cybersecurity. I think we all can learn a thing or two about communication from these fancy moves. The public addresses and meetings. Now it's all about our star performer, President Biden. This guy knows how to put on a show. He's all about being as clear as a glass of water and chattier than your neighborhood parrot. His secret weapon? Press conferences. Yes, you thought they were just snooze-fest? Well, think again, because it's like a game of Stomp the Press where journalists fire off questions like rapid-fire confetti cannons. And he's gotta answer it all. Talk about being in the hot seat. Imagine a presidential Q&A, but with an audience that's as diverse as a bag of jelly beans. You've got folks from every corner of the country from left, right, and center, lining up to grill the commander-in-chief. This presidential strategy is to provide updates on policy initiatives, respond to questions, and foster a sense of connection with the American people through delivering speeches and participating in public events. These interactions provide an opportunity for the president to communicate their vision, address concerns, and share updates on the nation's progress. Well, it's the president's master plan to keep everyone in the loop. He wants us all to feel like we're a part of the national soap opera, just without the dramatic music and video editing. These interactions are like his version of texting WYD to the entire nation. And here I thought deciding on a t-shirt was hard enough, not just like a president's decision-making thing. But being the president isn't all business and no play. Surely he enjoys himself with the perks and benefits of being the nation's leader. Let's just hope he doesn't have too much fun and trips on walking up the stairs. Oops, too late. The power lunch. Time to fuel up the leader of the free world with a hearty lunch. The exclusive power lunch that evokes images of high-stakes discussions, secret agreements, and fancy foods. But what really goes down during the lunch break of the most powerful person in the world? Lunchtime for the US president is a unique blend of power and palate. Amidst the whirlwind of responsibilities, the commander-in-chief takes a moment to refuel with a meal that often mirrors the diversity of the nation they lead. From global delicacies to classic American fare, the presidential lunch is more than just sustenance. It's a cultural mosaic served on a silver platter. While indulging in culinary delights, there might be a side of lightheartedness, as the president occasionally shares a joke or two with advisors, turning the Oval Office into a momentary comedy club. It's a reminder that even amidst the gravity of decision-making, a touch of flavor and laughter can lighten up the weight of leadership. The legislative and diplomatic engagements. Well, besides perfecting the art of the executive comb-over, a big chunk of their time is spent hobnobbing with those fancy lawmakers. You know, the ones who love to argue about whether the official animal of the nation should be a bald eagle or a party parrot. But let's be real. A significant portion of the president's day is dedicated to engaging with lawmakers, both from their own party and across the aisle. Legislative priorities and negotiations are critical to the president's ability to enact policy changes. Additionally, the president engages in diplomatic discussions with foreign leaders, addressing international matters and promoting diplomatic relationships. The president's diplomatic escapades are like a global game of let's make a deal. They've got to sweet-talk foreign leaders like they're the world's most charming telemarketer. It's all about maintaining international street cred, while avoiding accidental international incidents like mistaking the Queen's corgis for over-enthusiastic palace guards. The executive time. Now let's talk about the president's executive time, a mystical realm where the president summons the power of focus like a wizard brewing a serious potion. Here, the president tackles tasks that demand the kind of attention usually reserved for untangling earphones or deciphering cryptic restaurant menus. This can include reading reports, drafting executive orders, and reviewing policy proposals. These moments of solitude enable the president to delve deep into complex matters and make informed decisions. It's where policy proposals get their VIP treatment, like getting upgraded from economy class to first class. The president springs into action, fielding calls, coordinating responses, and making the tough decisions and orchestrating it like a professional music conductor. But don't be surprised if you catch a glimpse of a cape hanging somewhere in the corner of the Oval Office, because superhero moments need a little prep too, you know. The evening routine. As the day winds down, bedtime beckons. The president often engages in social and personal activities to maintain a work-life balance. This may include dinner with family, leisure activities like painting, playing an instrument or attending cultural events, and maybe even practicing on some few magic tricks. Who knows? After all, even the most powerful person on earth deserves some me time. Personal time is essential for recharging and maintaining a clear mind for the demands of the presidency. But sleep isn't all dreams of policymaking and diplomatic victories. There might be just some snoring contests or some late-night Twitter scrolling, because who doesn't appreciate a good meme before sleep? And there you have it, a sneak peek into the wild ride of the daily routine of a US president. From early alarms to late-night laughs, it's like a roller coaster of responsibilities, surprises, and commitment that leaves us all wondering, how do they do it? We hope you enjoyed watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you never miss an update from us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.